Enemies dropping into the AO. Stand by for new zone. Down to you, soldier. Stay sharp. Zone's online.
Bro. Why?
Now that's just dang shame.
Good. They're coming, they're coming. Dude, it's fucking hacking, dude. What the fuck? Nah,
Takedowns, please.
Zones are online. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
no, it's look at this bitch right here. Dude, you're fucking hacking, bro.
I'm not though. I wish I was. I'm really not though. Watch kill cam. Watch kill cam.
You are.
You are the bounty target. Kill confirmed and we located the rest of them. Squad made it to the safe zone. Target down. Marking the rest of them. You've got reinforcements inbound. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Down to you, soldier. Stay sharp.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm gonna be doing a movement guide for 2024. So first, I'm gonna go over my controller settings. So for my button layout, I do bumper jumper tactical. However, I have my lethal and tactical flip, because normally my stim would be the A button, but I swapped that for my my knife, the throw knife. It's just easier for me to use. You can do whatever you feel most comfortable with, but that's my button layout. And then for my dead zone, I have my left stick minimum on 1. My left stick max 90, and then everything else just basically to my preference. So my right stick, which is to look around, I have that dead zone lowered. It feels faster to me. I'm usually a fast sense player. I like to be on a faster sense so I can react to things better, snap to things better. It's to my liking. You guys can do whatever you guys feel most comfortable with. But when I spin, I like it to look fast. But you guys can do it however you guys want to, really. My sense is 2020. The only thing I've changed in aiming settings is the sense, which is 2020. Everything else is practically default. I'll just go over everything really quickly so you guys can see. But nonetheless, everything is set to default besides the sense. And then these are my movement behaviors and whatnot. So practically everything's default or set to my liking. You guys can, like I said, you guys can do whatever you want. And then for the YY, I use DS4, which, keep in mind, is strictly for PC players and will only work if you have a PlayStation remote. So for me, I'm using a PS5 remote. So for my DS4 settings, which basically gives me the YY macro, which practically every PC player uses, that do play on a remote or controller, they use DS4. And please keep in mind, like I said, that it is strictly for PlayStation controllers. I'm not sure if it works with Xbox, so please keep that in mind. So for the macro, this is how I have it set up. If I were to go any lower than 40, it would look too fast. It wouldn't look nice, at least in my opinion. You guys can set it to however you want, and I will be leaving a link in the description for the download for DS4. But keep in mind, I have mine set like this because, like I said, if I go any lower than this, it would just be too fast. It would look really weird. I have this as my A button, which would be my throwing knife, just to make it a little more easier for me. You can set this to however you want, whatever you feel most comfortable with, but this is how I have mine set up. But yeah. So for movement, we'll cover the basics. You have your slide cancel, which is you run, slide, and then you kind of want to click your jump button. So it would look something like this. But please keep in mind that if you are trying to look smooth as possible, you kind of want to do longer slides. Because I see people who go like this, and it just, in my opinion, it looks a little weird. And I know I tend to do I tend to do that sometimes in my clips, but it is not intentional. Smooth is better. Keep that in mind. Smooth is really better, but play how you want, I guess. I can't tell you what to do. So yeah, slide cancel. Just slide, and then click your jump button. So slide, jump, jump. And then, like, if you want to go for like flashy movement, you can look down, do stuff like that. You know, just, you can add your own like flair to how you move. You know what I mean? Like, do it how you want to do it. Don't do it because you see TikTokers do it or whatever the case is. Do it to your liking. Another thing too, like, when you slide cancel, you do not want to make it like this. It's not Warzone 1. You do not want to do this, where you're just slide canceling like really fast. Make it Long slide cancels. Just make it as smooth as possible. And then for, I guess when you engage in gunfights, you kind of want to have the advantage. Not kind of have the advantage. You definitely want the advantage. So, when you're pushing somebody, depending on what you're playing, if you're playing, you know, Warzone, you kind of want to have that advantage on them. So, say someone was right here, and I, you know, turn in the corner and I see them. I'm going to fake going one way and then hop out. If that makes sense. Like, kind of just get in their head, really. So, again, they're right there. Pretend this wasn't there. They see me. I'm going to pretend to go one way and then hop out. It's going to be very unpredictable for them to, like, guess what side you're going to come out of. You know what I mean? So, stuff like that. And then Warzone movement, I guess that's just something you're going to have to practice on your own. Like, if you go to my other videos, I kind of tend to just do, like, flashy stuff, so I spin. I do my own, I add my own little flares to my clips and whatnot. You are gonna have to figure out what kind of flare you want to add to your movement. That's something that you're gonna have to do if you want to have that TikToker looking movement. That's completely up to you. But just when you engage in gunfights, just try not to be predictable. Especially we have so many campers in the lobbies now. You could turn a corner and someone's right here, just, you know. So, for another little quick tip, I guess like I can give you guys is, say you engage in a gunfight, someone's right here, they beamed you. You want to run a cover, but you kind of want to, I don't know what this maneuver is, snaking or whatever, but just pay attention to where they're going to be, because if you're just standing right here plating, you have no line of sight on your opponent. So after you get beamed, just kind of like peek the corner really quickly, see where they're coming from, because they could be right here rushing this way and you're over here looking at this. So just be wary of where they can be. That way you can, you know, expect what they're going to do. Another quick tip too is use your surroundings to benefit you, because in Rebirth there's a lot of obstacles and objects you can use to your benefit. So just use them however you can. Like for me, I'd use it as cover. I'm getting beamed from like a third party or whatever, trying to get clips. So just use your surroundings. Another quick tip too is when you're like spinning, doing movement, like, you know, you're YYing, you're running, you're spinning, you want to kind of practice your spins, because when I started like getting into this era of movement, I was spinning and I was looking really, really fucking stupid. So just practice your spins. Like, shoot there, practice trying to your 360s. You know what I mean? Because the last thing you want to do is spin on somebody and you're spinning and you have no idea where they are. So just pay attention to where your opponent is when you're spinning. I tend to like spin a little bit slower, so I'll go like a little something like that. Another quick little tip for you guys is when you rush and like you're rushing your opponent and you pop a stim, you want to maximize the capital you gain from using a stim. So usually people pop a stim and they slide. Usually it gives you a movement speed bonus, but you're not maximizing it to the fullest potential you possibly can. So usually when you pop a stim, you kind of want to wait for the animation to go away. So say I pop the stim, I'm running, wait for that stim to go away, and then I'll slide, and then I'll get the max amount of speed I can get, I don't know why it works that way. I don't remember it being that way in Warzone 1, but just another quick little tip for you guys. So everything I just went over, I'm going to go ahead and apply in a custom game so I can show you what I'm talking about. That way it seems a little bit more realistic.